How many signals would you expect to see in the proton NMR spectrum of the following compound? So the number of signals that we see tells us the number of unique hydrogens or sets of hydrogens in a molecule. And another way of looking at this is to identify which hydrogens are going to be the same. So typically hydrogens on the same carbon atom are equivalent. So I will say typically, although we can read that as in our class, we will only see ones where hydrogens on the same carbon are equivalent. We're going to stick to small organic molecules. And then you also have to look for symmetry. So symmetry can also make hydrogens equivalent. So we also need to look for symmetry. And so if we're looking at this benzene ring, we actually do have a plane of symmetry running this way through the molecule. So what that means, when we're looking for a number of signals, we'll start identifying the hydrogens. So we should see a signal for that aldehyde hydrogen. And then both of these hydrogens that are right next door to that aldehyde are going to be chemically equivalent because they are the same distance from the aldehyde and the same distance from the methyl group on the other side of the ring. So those would be equivalent to each other. So that would be a second signal. Here next on either side of the methyl group, those two hydrogens are also equivalent. So these would be equivalent. And then finally that methyl group would be another set of hydrogens. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 signals in the proton NMR spectrum for this molecule.